Alright, hello everyone. It's another episode of Slay the Spire. Of course, like I said last time, this is a new file. We're not going to be playing that one right there. Um, just so that we can, do this all from scratch together. Last time we unlocked Daily Climb and some ironclad cards. And I don't think I recorded it, but we did unlock the Silent. Deadly Huntress from the Fogland. So, as a hunter, her deck strategies are usually wait, and then once you have your engine going or the right cards in hand, just popping off. Um, I used to really love playing as the Silent, more so than the Ironclad. And also, we're not going to be doing Ascension mode anytime soon, not until we get all the things unlocked. Uh, but I used to really like playing as the Silent until these two characters came out, being the Defect and the Watcher. The Watcher especially is monstrously fun. We'll unlock her fairly soon here. So right now we'll do a Silent run. Don't expect anything spectacular. The Silent really relies heavily on the unlocks that you get later, if you ask me. So because we beat the game, we're starting to get Niao's blessings. That is, of course, this guy. So more max HP, that's always really good for the Silent. And enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. That's when you get Niao's Lament. So if we take that, we have the potential to take out one of those 2 elites for free, basically. We're going to go ahead and do that. I've heard that this is only good if you can take out elites. But I think it is a good choice regardless, because like 7 max HP, that's all fine and good, but you are so likely to get the event that lets you choose between healing max HP and a relic that you probably end this floor with +5 max HP anyways. And 3 combats where you don't have to lose any life at all, I mean, that's a good way to get 3 good cards. Like we could go 1, 2, 3, get 3 good cards, and then fight an elite full strength. Now we're not going to do that, but I think it's a good way to play the game. You can disagree with me if you want. Kind of irrelevant. So anyways, we're going to leave here, and we're going to take this path. So you see they were knocked down to 1 HP. So boom and boom. So the Silent starts with Neutralize. That's another one of her metas, is weakness meta. She has a lot of ways to inflict weak, and she also has a card that lets you draw a card and gain an energy if someone's weak, but it's largely useless. It is hard to build a deck around because you don't see it too often, unlike the Ironclad and his similar card that lets you do that with Vulnerable, which we might have to unlock. I don't remember. Duplication Potion. Your next card is played twice. That is a new item in the game. Also very good. So you can see, look at that already. Apply 1 weak, apply 2 weak, and deal 4 damage for each skill in your hand. Now Leg Sweep is a extremely powerful card, and it's worth taking if you see one. More good choices here. Unfortunately, we can't get that. That would have been great. But Nightmare, next turn add 3 copies of the card into your hand. Can be good. Riddle with Holes can be good too if you find a way to give her strength. Doesn't really seem like it's shaping up to be that kind of deck. So we're just going to remove a card, and since we got a powerful block in Leg Sweep, we're going to go ahead and take out a weaker Defend. Okay, let's see what was in here. An Iron Wave, huh? It's not too bad. We're going to go ahead and take it, and we will store... Store Neutralize. Just because we have the Leg Sweep right now. Another Merchant. Infinite Blades is pretty good. Shiv meta and Poison meta right here. Poison stacks and it deals damage, so this would do 9 poison. So first turn 9 damage, next turn 8 damage, next turn 7, etc. And she has ways to stack a lot of poison. And Shivs are just free 4 damage cards. There's cards that upgrade them to do, I think, like 6 damage. And the point is you just death by 1,000 cuts. Or, incidentally, she has a power called 1,000 cuts, which relies on you playing tons of cards, like Shivs. She's very much a zero cost, is what they call it. Like, this card's free. There's no reason to not get it or play it, unless it's really going to negatively affect your deck. But she's very big on zero cost meta. I personally think Infinite Blades is amazing. Since we can't afford Bouncing Flask, I'm going to go ahead and get that and see if we can build around it. And if not, we'll just pivot later. Okay, Tingsha, whenever you discard a card during your turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Discard meta is another one of the silence ways to play. I used to really love it. At one point in time, she had a bunch of unplayable cards that when you discarded them, did stuff. She does not anymore. And I think that discard, or Disco Silent as it's called, is nowhere near as good as it used to be. Tingsha, no. So, in spite of that, we're, again, very beginning of the game. Discard is not that bad for the first few levels of Ascension. So we'll also keep that in mind if we have a chance to build around it. So we're going to go ahead and smith. We're going to smith this leg sweep for 3 week and make it a little bit stronger. You know, we're getting there. And hold on 1 second. I know that's not a good way to pause in the middle of the video. Anyways, so we're just going to go 1, 2, and 3, and do that. So, let's see. This is good with Shivs. Deal 6 damage for each attack played, and of course those are free, so that will end up becoming very powerful. Deal 8 damage, draw a card, and Backstab, again, 0 costs, deal 11 damage. It's just a good way to do a lot of damage at the very start of a match. We're going to take Finisher because we've already taken Infinite Blades. Hopefully we can get something going with that. Oh, and there's Hexagos, so we're going to want to take a little bit more damage over the course of this floor. And this is our final charge of Nia's Lament. And there you go. There is Poison, so if we had been able to afford the other one, this would be good, but we're going to take Blade Dance. Oh, of course, whenever you apply Poison, apply an additional Poison. Well, that's just fantastic. Alright, let's see what we got going here. We're going to go Infinite Blades. That, and that'll be 8 damage. Whoa, 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 whoa. That'll be 8 damage. That is enough to kill that guy. Of course, Shiv's very good with Boot. Upgrades their damage from 4 to 5. 5 is now the minimum damage we can do. So they're giving us pretty much every option, Poison, Shiz, or Discard, from the start here, which is interesting. But at the same time, we're kind of focusing on Shivs with the Boot here. So not only do my Shivs do more damage now, but they're going to be working with things like my Finisher that I picked up just a second ago. Wraith Form is pretty good. Gain 2 intangible at the end of your turn, lose 1 dexterity. So you want to play this when you're confident you're about to win a fight, or as an emergency measure. I am personally not going to take it, not in Ascension 0 basically. There's no point to that. I doubt that you're going to run into a situation where Wraith Form is that necessary prior to entering Ascension mode. We can also apply more weak, which is alright. Gain 4 block, next turn gain 4 block. Dodge and roll is a very good card. I'm just going to go ahead and take that. Okay, so hold on. Ignore that. I forgot I had the controller plugged in. I was going to play using it, and I decided not to. So let's see, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna pop his curl up, which gave him 5 shield, and we're gonna do that. Now curl up, I don't think I ever described it, but when you hit them, they get shield for their curl up amount. And you're gonna notice enemies can do a lot of shit you cannot do. What would be a cool idea, I think, is like kind of like the blue mages in Final Fantasy, where like they steal abilities of enemies. That would be really neat. Or like a monster tamer or something. I don't know how many more characters they're going to release for this game. They're up to 4 at the moment, and it took, between the Defect and the Watcher, it actually took them quite a while. I haven't played this game in months until the Watcher was released. So Deflect, gain 4 block for 0. It's good if you're playing a 0 cost deck. We're gonna go ahead and take a backflip. We probably don't need too many more defensive cards, honestly. So we'll just see what happens. So yeah, if they are releasing another character, I'm sure it'll be a while, because frankly, they are buffing and nerfing and removing cards for the Watcher on like an almost daily basis, it seems like. Because there were some things on her that were just so flat out broken, like it was a guaranteed win. And then there's things that with her that were, you know, so stupid you'd never want to play them. And they're doing a lot of fine tuning on her. Still a very fun character to play as, so I doubt they're going to be done with that anytime soon. We're going to lose the 5 max HP, and that gave us the Golden Idol, and we dropped 25% more gold. That will be very good, especially as we head into the next floor, and we'll need more things to make our Shiv/finisher deck work. So we're going to do that for right now, and you saw Ting should triggered because I discarded a card. It's all fine and good. Ultimately not super useful. We're going to pop all of them, and we're going to do that. Alright, so even though we're weakened, again, the boot makes it rather, so we can only do minimum 5 damage. It's a very good relic for characters that don't have like high attack damage, like the Ironclad. So basically the silent, certain builds of the Defect. It can be useful too for the Watcher or the Ironclad, you know, because intangible enemies will still take 5 damage, things like that. So next turn, double damage. This one, if you discarded a card, gain 2 energy. This used to be unplayable. When you discard it, it does damage to the enemy, and you would just get a ton of those in your deck, and a card that lets you discard your entire hand and draw a new one and cycle that over and over and over again, and you basically would have an infinite damage engine if you did it right. Can't do that anymore, so again, like I said, Disco Silent is not that good anymore. Smith almost rested there. That would have not helped us at all. We'll go ahead and upgrade Finisher. And let's go ahead and proceed here. And we are going to fight the Hexaghost. And you will see the damage should be like 6 by 6. I don't know, maybe 5 by 6. But we will see. About to end our turn here. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so 5 by 6, because we are around 50 HP. I think it rounds it up. But 30 damage is pretty decent amount there. I guess we can weaken him for a little bit. Do that, draw some cards. No! Oh my god. Yeah, I am obviously playing like garbage right now. A little bit on the distracted side. Hopefully we can still beat this, and if we don't, honestly, who cares? That's, you know. There we go. So let's do that, and that, and that, and that. And we will just keep on playing like garbage. Get a little sear damage there. Oh, 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 oh. Do that, do that, do that. Yeah, we're probably gonna die. I've not been paying attention to this battle at all. And he just scaled up, you see, he got 2 strength. So now instead of doing 5 damage, he does 7. And if he goes back around, it'll keep going up and up and up and up. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's on me. But, you know, we played around, so we unlocked the defect. That's pretty much all I was trying to do, so mission accomplished. Either way, you all have a good day.